Earth is a wonderful place full of nature. Beyond all that is a very interesting place, the Milky Way Galaxy. The Milky Way Galaxy is a large spiral system that has several 100 billion stars, one of which is the Sun. It takes its name from the irregular shining band of stars and gas clouds that stretches across the sky when looking from Earth. Although most stars in the galaxy exist as either single stars like the Sun or double stars, there are many striking groups and clusters of stars that contain tens to thousands of members. These objects can be subdivided into three types of groups: globular clusters, open clusters, and stellar associations. They differ primarily in age and in the number of member stars. The largest and most massive star clusters are the globular clusters. The name comes from their roughly spherical appearance. The galaxy contains more than 150 globular clusters. The exact number is uncertain because of obscuration by dust in the Milky Way band, which probably prevents some globular clusters from being seen. They are arranged in a nearly spherical halo around the Milky Way, with a few toward the galactic plane, but a heavy focus towards the center. Globular clusters are extremely bright objects. Their mean brightness is the equivalent of approximately 25,000 suns. The most luminous are 50 times brighter. The clusters are very large, with diameters measuring from 10 to as much as 300 light years. Most globular clusters are highly focused at their centers. The next group we're going to look at are open clusters. Open clusters are smaller and less massive than the globular clusters found in the plane of the galaxy. They get their name from the fact that they generally have a more open, loose appearance than the typical globular clusters. Open clusters are distributed in the galaxy very similarly to young stars. They are highly focused along the plane of the galaxy and slowly decrease in number outward from its center. The brightest open clusters are fainter than the brightest globular clusters. The peak brightness is about 50 times the luminosity of the Sun, but the largest percentage of known open clusters has a brightness equivalent to 500 solar luminosities. The total population of stars are small, ranging from tens to a few thousands. Even younger than open clusters are stellar associations. They are very loose groupings of young stars that share a common place and time of origin. They aren't generally tied closely enough together gravitationally to form a stable cluster. Stellar associations are limited strictly to the plane of the galaxy and appear only in regions of the system where star formation is occurring. They're very luminous objects. The brightest are even brighter than the most luminous globular clusters, but this is not because they contain more stars. The reason is because the stars themselves are very much brighter than the stars in globular clusters. Such stars have very short lifetimes, only lasting a few million years. With luminous stars of this type, there isn't a need of a lot of stars to make a very bright group. The total masses of stellar associations amount to only a few hundred solar masses, with the population of stars being in the hundreds, or in a few cases thousands. There are many things in the Milky Way. Planets are one of them. In our solar system, there are 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The closest to the Sun is Mercury, and the farthest being Neptune. Even though Mercury is the closest to the Sun, Venus is actually the hottest planet. The reason for this is Venus's thick atmosphere. The atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect, which results in Venus being the hottest planet. When it comes to the coldest planets, there are currently 2 planets holding the title. Neptune holds the title of coldest average temperature, at negative 200 degrees Celsius, where Uranus holds the coldest temperature ever recorded, which is negative 224 degrees Celsius. There are two types of planets in our solar system, being terrestrial and Jovian. Terrestrial planets are Earth-like, which means they're rocky and all have a metal core. The Jovian planets are composed of mainly massive gas, with a smaller dense core. The Milky Way Galaxy has a diameter of about 100,000 light-years. That's 9,460,000,000,000 kilometers. Its radius is about 52,850 light-years. The Milky Way was formed 14 billion years ago, but was discovered in 1610. Fun fact, a planet that is thought to be Earth's older cousin is called Kepler 452b. It earned the nickname Earth 2.0 from the fact that it looks identical. It isn't clear if Kepler 452b offers habitable environments. Thanks for watching.